So we've learned the first quadrant of the unit circle. Now we have to figure out the rest of it. Now the nice thing about this is all these numbers are exactly the same. If we move from here to here, we're still going to have 1/2 root 3 over 2. The only difference is we've moved into negative x. The y is still positive, the x becomes negative. So everything straight across or straight down is the same numbers with a positive or negative. That's the only thing that changes. So if I move from here to here, the x is negative. The y stays the same. So quadrant 2, exact same numbers as quadrant 1, as long as we go straight across, except the x is always negative. Quadrant 3, all the same numbers, except both are negative. And the last quadrant, we are now moving back. The x is now positive again. The y stays negative. And that's the unit circle. So just remember, if you know the first quadrant, everything all the way around is the same. If you forget, a nice easy way is just count it up. 1, 2, 3. The y coordinate is 1/2 root 2 over 2 root 3 over 3 over 2. And for the x coordinate, we start at 1/2 root 2 over 2 root 3 over 2. All three going up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The only difference on the other side is positive or negative. So now that we've got the whole unit circle, now we're going to solve problems with it. So the first one is sine of an unknown angle is root 3 over 2. Now sine is y, so I'm going to be going up until I reach root 3 over 2. I go 1, 2, 3. Root 3 over 2 of sine is these two right there, which is 120 and 60. So there's two possible answers to this, quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. Cos is the x coordinate, and it's a positive 1/2. So I'm going to move over to the first one. Cos is 1/2. This is 60 and 300. So if we're doing x coordinates, we're always doing quadrant 1 and 4 or 2 and 3. If we're doing y coordinates, we're doing 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 3 and 4 if the y coordinate is negative. So the next one is we have tan of an angle is -1. We have to think about this one. We need something divided by itself is 1, or in this case, -1. So the only time that we have something divided by itself is 45 degrees, but it's not negative. So if I keep going, here, this divided by this one is -1. And the nice thing about tan is if you go straight across, you'll find the other one. And the next one, sine theta is -root 2 over 2. So we're going down, it's a negative sign, so negative y coordinate. And root 2 over 2 is the middle one. So the 1, 2, we've got 225 and 315. So for most of these, find both angles that fit the exact value. So the next one we're going to try is cos theta is 0. Cos is the x. 0 is not moving at all. So that can only be 90 or 270. Tan, oh, this is one of the hard ones again. We need something that, something divided by its partner will get root 3. So root 3 divided by 1 will get this. And if we have 2's on bottom, we're looking for a coordinate where we have root 3 divided by 1/2. So the y coordinate has to be root 3. Doesn't work. This is the x coordinate. It's this one. The y divided by x is root 3. So 60 degrees here. And the other one for tan, just straight across, negative root 3 divided by negative 1 is the same thing. So be careful with the tan. You have to divide to figure out which one it is. The other option for tan is if we have 1/2. And this one's harder because we've got 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 divided by root 3. So we end up with 1 over root 3. We're not allowed a radical on bottom, so I'm going to multiply both top and bottom by root 3. And this one's much harder to spot because it's not the same numbers. The first one, we're just looking for root 3 divided by 1. Nice and easy. This one, we're actually looking for 1 divided by root 3. Harder to spot. The next one, cos theta, is negative root 3 over 2. So cos is negative, so I'm going to move until I hit negative root 3 over 2, which is right there and right here. So 150 and 210. And the last one, sine is 1/2. So sine is the y coordinate. So we're going to move up and it's positive. So I go to the first one. I want the first 1 over 2. Right there. 30 and 150. Oops. 30 and 150. And that's how we do it. We take the number that we're given. We look on the unit circle, determine if it's x or y that we're looking for, and then find both if needed. Sometimes there's only one, particularly on the sides and the top. So that's the unit circle.